Well, today I'm standing here at the Randwick Community Hub, the Permaculture Interpretation Garden, the Sustainability and Environmental Awareness Centre. Call it what you will, but it's a place that's absolutely buzzing because there's more than 80 people here for what is a first. It's the first Fair Food Week. And why am I here and why am I excited? Well, there's so much going on in the area of food. There's lots of positives going on. There's also been lots of frustration. And it's a group called the Australian Food Sovereignty Alliance. They're a group that have said, hey, we've had all this talk about a food plan, but there's been a lot of exclusion. And they've said, well, let's make a people's food plan and let's get everyone involved. Everyone eats. It's our plan. It's not a plan to be discussed behind closed doors. And look at that, there's just action here. People are moving back in because this gathering is all about looking at a fair food future. But you can't just say, well, I just want it to be fair and I just want it to be better. Well, what does better mean? And it requires breaking it down. And the topics that are being discussed at this event, which is really good because this is a conversation cafe. There's 5 or 6 tables and they're covering the topics. First of all, healthy eating, social businesses and social enterprise, community and food, youth and the future of food from a youth perspective, organics and developing food democracy. So that way it's been broken down into topics and people can contribute. And my contribution is as valid as any one of these 80 people here. And there's lots of people that are new to this, and I think their contribution is even more valid than someone that's entrenched in it, like me and the actual facilitators of each table. They can set it up, and then each and every individual can dive in and say, well, I think this and I think that. And it's those thoughts and those visions that can create a food plan that's inclusive and that really takes into account where we want to be holistically with our food in the future, because it matters. Every mouthful matters, and the future of our food system matters to all our kids. If you're watching this, what can you do? Start to grow something. I don't care whether it's in a pot or on your nature strip or verge, or if it's in a few pots and containers. Look at the world as a container. You can grow things in anything. The other thing is look at the labels on your food. Eat local and in season. Those 2 things alone. And the third one, get out, lift the lid on your waste receptacle and see what's in there. Get the organics out and start to compost. Because with composting, you can turn waste into life. You can turn it into nutritious soil, which feeds the plants, which feeds us, and which feeds the future of our food.